All right, it is the next day. We have survived the night. We ended up, we being me, glow stick, mono, and someone else whose name I've forgotten. We ended up going to this Forest Service campground that was 0.7 off the trail. But the actual campground was closed for an indigenous ceremony sort of thing. But our idea was hey, there are people there. And so if they have to get out, they have cars, they're gonna get us out too, was the idea. All the people did leave last night because of the fire. Some of them were told to, there was a group from UC Davis who was told by the university that they had to leave, but then everyone else, I guess, left too. And we stayed, which I think was a fine decision considering that it seems chill right now. It was 2 or 3, maybe is 2 or 3 really small fires, as in half an acre, a couple acres, up by the McLeod River Lake area. And there were just a crap ton of helicopters last night and yesterday afternoon. But they don't fly overnight. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling about this, but that's fine. We haven't seen or heard any this morning, and I think it's 7-ish. And so we're thinking there are also no updates since yesterday. My mom, through my Garmin, we've been messaging, and she's been sending me updates on the fires. She says there were no updates from the info from yesterday as of this morning. So, and it's not smoky at all. So I think that it's gotta have died down or be done. And I am making the decision, which is an interesting one, perhaps. But I've decided, because I'm low on battery and I want to get to town and I'm tired and I want to get away from the fire, that I'm going to try to get off early and walk to McLeod, or hitch to McLeod if I can get a ride. Now, the downside is that it takes me closer to where the fires are. The trouble is I only have a little information about where the fires were, based on a written description of oh, it's next to this, it's on this side of this lake or whatever. But I have no idea on a map where they are exactly. I'm guessing, which I don't like. I'm also kind of thinking that I would get a ride before I ever got to that point, hopefully. But I figure worst case, if I were to be walking and trying to get to town, and then I can smell smoke, or the helicopters start up again, or whatever, some kind of early sign that I'm getting too close to the fires for comfort, I can also just turn around and make a lot of extra miles for myself, but I would be able to get through it. Not in one day, but over time. So I don't know. This has been a really long video clip, but That is to say, I don't know if it's the right choice. I'm scared of fires, and I really want to get to town. But yeah, I pulled my friends to make sure they thought what I was doing was just a little stupid and not stupid. Which made me feel a little better just to have some other opinions on my decision making. Everyone was talking last night, about dreaming about topless firemen with ice cream and sodas, which is just a funny discussion to me. Okay, I can at least see the lake now, which is nice, because it kind of just confirms, like, yeah, maybe it's a little hazy out there, but it's really not too bad. And so I assume that whatever fires are or were going must also not be that bad, which makes me feel better. I'm still, doing what I'm gonna do to get to McLeod, which was partially to get out of the area and partially just because I'm tired and want to be in town and my phone's gonna die. So I didn't want to spend another night out here. But, we'll see whether I get a ride or not. It's a Sunday, so there definitely could be fishermen out or other people out. But also not a huge deal. I have to walk it's only 17 or 18 miles, so it's like, we're just gonna have to do that anyway. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, so I'm kind of at this point where I was following the GPX, or not GPX, but the maps on Garmin, and they've led me astray. I'm supposed to be on this trail or road or whatever that cuts down to the main road, and it seems like it doesn't, which I can't decide. That means I either have to do a very roundabout, add on a couple miles to get to the road, or like cut down the hill, but the hill's pretty steep, and so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, because I usually would cut down, but I don't know if it's too steep, so I'm gonna go look at it again. I think I'm gonna take my chances, and if I get cliffed out and regret it, it's gonna be all the more fun. Okay, well, the good news is that I can see the road, and the bad news is that I'm cliffed out above the road. I don't really know what direction to go. There are kind of some small trails that I've been following that I can't tell if they're people or animal trails, and so I guess I'm just gonna follow one again, and I assume at some point something will connect to the road in a semi-doable way. But I feel like I'm kind of having fun, and I kind of feel like a big idiot all at once. So this is something special, but at least there is no fire that I can see. Well, I'm on the road now, but at what cost? That was terrifying. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it at all. Oh, sorry, I have so much adrenaline going now, but things always look sketchier after you've already committed to them. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. The rock was really loose and crumbly, and that was a poor, oops, sorry, I feel out of it now because I was just so much adrenaline. I'm fine. Might have gotten scraped up a little or some poison oak, but I'm good. But that was just stupid. I really shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it was really sketchy. But I'm down, and only thing I lost was my sunglasses. They fell off my pack, and I wasn't gonna go digging in the rocks for them. I sent my poles and my pack down first, of course. But yeah, I was just sliding down. I ran into a tree, which was good because I needed something to stop me. But not great, not my finest, not a good decision. Definitely not. But I'm on the road, so it should be a straightish shot from here, I hope. Hopefully no more adventures like that. The lake is gorgeous. The color is just so bright. All right, I just took my morning break, ate some food. I was feeling and am feeling, but a little better now. Was feeling pretty shaken up about the sketchy sliding that I did earlier. My hands are a little cut up, and I honestly haven't, even though I've been walking, I haven't been really hitching in earnest. I don't know why. A few cars have passed me and I just haven't stuck out my thumb, which I think is maybe just because I'm shook up, because I should do that. Because imagine if one of them had pulled over. So I need to start actually trying to hitch, but for now I'm walking. It's uphill, which I hope and think ends soon, just because I feel like I don't have much energy, just because I'm feeling shaken up, which is all due to my stupid decisions anyway. But yeah, shaken up, tired, ready for town, all of it. Even though I was in town like a few days ago. But you know. All right, I made it to McLeod, so I'm gonna get something to eat and then try my luck at hitching to Shasta. We'll see. I feel like I made a pretty good sign, but no one's biting yet, so we'll see. I'm also probably not standing in the best place, but there's really not many great places to stand. So I did make it to Mount Shasta, went to Burger King, got some food, and I did book myself a hotel room for the night because I'm tired, even though I was just in a motel a few days ago. I feel like the further the trail goes on, the more my willingness to spend money goes up. So that's where I'm at right now. But it's not a purchase I'll regret. But yeah.